Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of the Hard Count. I'm your host, Anthony, along with my boy CJ over here. How are we doing, my guy?
What's going on, guys? How you doing? Chilling.
We got a very special edition. We got two amazing gentlemen, coming on board with us today. Nice little interview. What's going on? I'll let you guys introduce yourselves. TJ, I'll start with you. Just tell the people who you are, everything you want them to know.
My name's TJ Edwards, FCF quarterback. I wear number 12. I'm from Dallas, Texas. Just competed my senior year at the University of Indianapolis. Man, just up here, man, to compete, and show I'm elite, showing I can compete with the top dogs, man.
Yes, sir. Darius, I guess that's all you now.
Already, man. This Ladarius Galloway here, super back of the FCF. I'm from Indianola, Mississippi. Real pretty much versatile as they come. Can catch the ball and run the ball. Also pretty great communicator as far like with teammates and a motivator as well. And also look to be just a great leader on and off the field.
Yes, sir. And of course, we're obviously getting to an interview with these guys, but first we got to thank the people that make this all possible. So if you're into the betting world, make sure you go over to mybookie.ag, use code USN100. It doubles your first deposit up to $1,000. So make sure you go and check that out. I go, basketball's up right now. We got the NHL. I'm sure you could probably even bet FCF if you want to. You could probably bet on some NASCAR if you want to. Listen, I'm not watching NASCAR, but if you want to bet on it, go ahead. And then with your winnings from that, of course, go over to RX Hemp. RX Hemp-USN saves you 10% on your order. They got the CBD creams. So if you're a little sore from a long workout, like I'm sure these gentlemen are, a little CBD cream, you'll feel brand new in the morning. Wake up feeling brand new. And then not last, actually, I forgot we got another one now. Make sure you hit up the store, Teespring/stores/unwrapped. Everybody has merch, basically. Check out the Unwrapped merch. We got everything you want. And then if you want to support an individual show, maybe like ours, just saying, you could go check out the merch that we got, the Hard Count, Backstop Banter, Gen Z, Saturday Standouts, Ladies First. Listen, if there's a show on the live lineup, we basically have merch for it. So make sure you guys all go and check that out. Much appreciated. Definitely puts a little cash in the pocket to help everything moving forward. And then last and certainly not least, we're on Patreon now. So $1 a month, you're just supporting the fam, showing us that you love what we do. $5, you get entered into an Amazon gift card giveaway. You get access to our Discord. You get 10% off the store I was just talking about. $10 a month gets you all of those things, except the 10% now goes to $20, and you get entered in to our Keenan Allen signed jersey giveaway. So make sure you go and check that out. Help support the fam. And as Alex said, shout out to the fellas for joining the show 100%. But now that that's all taken care of, we can get into the interview, CJ. So CJ, I know you wanted to take it away. You got first dibs.
All right, guys. Yeah. If you guys just tell the people what the FCF League is and just a little bit about your journey and what made you fall in love with the game of football.
You can go first, Ladarius.
Yeah, Ladarius, you go first, bro.
Okay, pretty much me in high school. I pretty much started off playing football pretty much at a young age. Then it carried it on into high school. I really just took it serious as far as like with the running back position. I know I had got the opportunity in 10th grade. I really wasn't a football guy. I was a basketball guy. Really pretty much one of my first sports, first love. So once I came about the game of football and just fell into it, started playing the running back position, and then, got the opportunity to go to some camps after my first ever season playing the running back position. And, I went to Mississippi State camps, LSU camps, as many camps as I possibly could just to get my name out there. And then pretty much went from there. I came back my senior year, rushed for 2000. I was Mr. 2000 my senior year, right behind Darrell Henderson. We were pretty much top two backs in the state when he was at South Panola and I was at Gentry High 4A school. I graduated from there. I had a couple of offers like Alcorn, UCA, and a few others, and I had pretty much every other junior college offer in the state of Mississippi. And at the time, 2015, Alcorn and UCA, they programs weren't really just big programs, and me young at the time wasn't really just thinking of the fact that I can go there and pretty much make a name for myself and be big at a D1 level and taking advantage of the fact that I had a D1 scholarship. So I pretty much chose the JUCO route. Ended up being a great route for myself. Ended up choosing going to Copiling Community College. And once I got to Copiling Community College, Coach Glenn Davis, he brought me in over welcome arms, and just went there on the educational level just to get my education. I also graduated up from got my associates in health and ed recreation. And that's just for me, just like to be what I am now, outside of football, just to be like a PT coach or a personal trainer coach, or either just like a regular coach as far as coaching the running backs or a specific position or whatever. But I got my degree in health and ed recreation, transferred and went to UT Martin. While I got there in the spring and excelled and did pretty good, made history, broke a few records, and then I also got the opportunity in the CFL after that. And it was so crazy that I got it. I had got interest from the Tennessee Titans coming out my senior year for my pro day. Rob Ryder was there, pretty much recruit me in. He talked about sitting in the main campaign fight, but we never really just got back into it because of the agent that I had at the time. But it's a great opportunity just to be right here in the FCF because it allows me to get film, and it also allows me just to interact and be around the guys again. Sometimes not being away or being away from the game for a long period of time when you still got it. Me, I'm 23 years old. I know for a fact, what I'm saying, I still can roll, still have wheels, and I just want to display it the best way I can. So, and also my why is just pretty much just in grown over the years. I know I had last year I lost my pops, March 27th, 2020. And I lost my big brother July 18th, 2020. So that's just been pushing me, motivating me to go forward and push forward in life. Saying. So it's just like that's what it is. That's why I came here to play ball in the FCF, and I'm just thankful for the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Already.
Yes, TJ, you want to give them your background as well?
Yeah, so I'm TJ Edwards, from Dallas, Texas. Out there, I played football since I was 3 years old. My dad was my coach since I was little. So out there, you're supposed to start at the age of 5, but he kind of threw me in there kind of early. So being out there kind of early, I was able to find the fundamentals of the game and things like that at an early age, rather than the guys who was my age at the time having to wait to standard age group. So played out there with a few guys who was in the league right now. My running back at the time was Jordan Brooks. He was like the 23rd pick, 26th pick for the Seahawks this past draft. Texas Tech linebacker. He played running back when we was younger, so kind of way he can run around the field. So a couple good athletes when growing up playing around those guys growing up, and then I ended up at Lakeview Centennial High School. There I didn't compete on the varsity level to my junior year. In my junior year, I was the backup, but I had the opportunity to play the first game against Carter High School, coming to the starting quarterback having a concussion. So I came in at halftime, did pretty good. We came back and lost by 8, and then I was able to finish that whole preseason because we kind of do like the NFL our preseason games before your district game. So I finished the preseason, and they allowed the starter to come back for their senior year. Then I was able to start for my senior year. I ended my senior year with 8 D2 offers, and I ended up at Southwest Baptist University. There I competed for 3 years. My freshman year, I won Freshman of the Year, Freshman All-American. Then my sophomore year, GLVC Player of the Year, runner-up for the Heisman, the D2 Heisman. Then I led us to the playoffs. Our first time in school history, we went 10-2. Then we lost first round. And then my junior year, we did decent. I threw for 2,700. That sophomore year, I threw for 3,200. I ran for 6, and I threw for 32 touchdowns, and I ran for 10. Then that remaining year, I threw for 27. So not the year that I expected, but due to injuries and whatnot, wasn't able to dominate like I wanted to. But then that 2018 year, I had to go home and take care of some business. And during that year, I received my AA by taking community classes back at home in Dallas, Texas. And then while I was down there, I reopened my recruitment, and then that's when I kind of how I ended up at UND. And then at UND, I went there for my senior season, records, took them to the playoffs, and then we lost first round. Then after the season, I was able to receive a senior showcase. I went to the senior showcase out in Fort Worth, Texas, CGS Bowl. I did that, and then after that, I received invite from the Cowboys and the Colts, and then as well as from the Texas A&M Commerce Pro Day. But both of those, all those were canceled due to the COVID. So that's kind of how I ended up here at the FCF, and I'm blessed to be here. It's a lot of great guys up there, great talent, especially in the quarterback room. It's a few guys that I'm surrounded with who have a name coming in already. So I'm just blessed to be here. I know I'm here for a reason, so I'm gonna make sure I make the best out of this opportunity.
Yeah, and I'm just curious. Obviously, you both are in the FCF, obviously, and I either one of you, if you just want to give basically a synopsis or sum it up what the league actually is for maybe the people that haven't figured out what it is yet, or because I could describe it, but I think you guys obviously are in the league, the ins and outs of everything. So if one of you, both of you, whatever, want to just tell everybody what the league is about, because there's people out there that don't know about it, people that want to get into it, me being one of them. So I'm just curious, what the league really is. So either want to go for it.
It's 7-on-7 football basically. So like indoor arena football, indoor football. So 3 down linemen, 3 offensive linemen. And then you have the option to have 2 wideouts and a running back, or you can have you can go empty and have a slot and 2 out wideouts, or you can have you can alternate. We have guards, so you can alternate your guards and turn them into tight ends, or you can have 1 guard and 1 tight end. So it's different formations you can have, but basically 7-man football. And we can go under center shotgun, and then there's no special teams, so no kickoff return, no field goals, no punt, and our extra points are like 1-on-1. So we have the ability to put the game in our hand. So that's kind of like just the fundamental rules of it.
I was just gonna say, just to touch back on what TJ said, it's basically pretty much like I can say the same thing. It's indoor ball, arena ball, but at the same time, I think it's kind of mixed with like the yard on Madden, but also could be like a mixture of inside run and 7-on-7, as if how it was in college. You used to always do inside run, linebackers, running backs, and the linemen used to go over here, and then you got the receivers and the DBs. They compete on the other end, in the 7 versus 7. So it's just exciting, just to see the league put something together that we pretty much gonna do on a day-to-day basis. And honestly, going forward, I'm curious to see just how, like TJ said, they we had a 5 wide package as far as when we enter the into the tight end and everything. I'm curious to see, just in case coach might bring some more linemen out there and try to get a true inside package as far as running the ball, within pro style, some of the pro style offense, or the I formations or single back formations and stuff like that, just to get the fans more into it a little bit, and also give not college but NFL scouts or CFL or XFL scouts a way to scout guys and give guys grades based on performance. So that's pretty much, I feel like, what the league is, just pretty much a gateway, to get guys second opportunities or a opportunity in an NFL, XFL, or the CFL.
Yeah, I think the first week was a success. I mean, you could catch it live on Twitch. First week was last Saturday, had over 600,000 views. Everybody was tuned in, and a lot of people look at Twitch like it's just a gaming platform, but I mean, it's definitely open to all different types of areas. And
we're on Twitch right now.
Yeah, facts. Facts. And I think it's a good opportunity for you guys. Definitely a good opportunity to get in the league, like you said, get looks, and get to the next level. What I want to ask is, both of you guys talked about playing in college. Both of you guys had really successful college careers. What were some of the lessons that you took in playing that you're able to apply today as you continue your path and going to playing at the high level at the next level?
I was just gonna say you gonna go, TJ, but
You can go.
one of the biggest thing, Coach Jason Simpson. Okay, I was just gonna say one of my the biggest thing. One of the my college coach, Coach Jason Simpson, he always used to preach about was detail. So you could be either detailed in life, you could be detailed out here on the field. Coach would be like, okay, we got a fade route. You know what I'm saying on this play right here. But you can also turn that fade route into a check down or something like that. And the detailed part of that is just being able to read coverages or read the man that's in front of you. At the same time, you can read whether he's, you know what I'm saying, if he's full press bail, we're gonna check it down. If he's just playing man, we're gonna possibly take it over the top and be able to make a play, you know what I'm saying, with TJ throwing it over the top or something like that. And that's just pretty much what it is. It's a great league, man.
Based off what he said, something I could take from school is never taking, what you got going, that success for granted, and it's how quickly you can have it, how quickly you can be gone. So, being humble, taking everything day by day, being consistent in what you're doing. Just making the best out of all opportunities is what it's about. Not taking things for granted, I would say, is what I got from him.
Yeah, I kind of have like a two-part question. And, obviously you guys are both into football, clearly. Is there, a player or a team that, really got you into it? Everybody kind of looks up to somebody. And then after that, I was just, kind of curious as to, who had the biggest impact on you in your football career? Was it a coach? I know, Darius, you talked a lot about a coach so far. Was it, a parent, somebody else like that, a teacher, anything, or, so who got you into football, and then who's, really had that big effect on you so far?
I can go first with Darius. Somebody I look up to, I think you asked us someone we look up to in the game too as well, right?
Yeah.
So I'll knock that one out. Someone I look up to in the game is, when I was growing up, was Mike Vick. I played for the Pleasant Grove Falcons, so just the mascot and whatnot. I was a Mike Vick fan, just how he played the game. He's a beast. That's somebody I love to meet. That's somebody who I looked up playing to, growing up with that game, and just trying to model it after him. Being able to use my legs, when I have to, but being a firm believer in my passing ability too as well. So that's somebody who I looked up to. And then the person who got me into playing ball, my whole family will be involved with that, but mostly my father. He's the one who put the ball in my hand. And then, like I said, he was my coach my whole little league career. I was actually able to be on ESPN at the age of 8, being one of the top ranked players in the inner city of Dallas. Being able to get my some of my highlights film aired on ESPN, that was big time. But he was a big part of my football career.
See now I'm a little upset because this man TJ saying he got on ESPN for doing good things. Meanwhile, where I'm from here in New York, we were on ESPN because our Mighty Mites team couldn't break the banner. I don't know if you guys ever remember. I don't know if you guys remember that video, but our Mighty Mice team tried to run through the banner and they all got knocked down because they couldn't break it. They got on Jimmy Fallon and all that. And this is unbelievable.
I've never seen that.
I'll send you a link after. Got on Jimmy Fallon and all that for not being able to break a banner. Meanwhile, this man TJ on ESPN with highlights at 8 years old.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Well, Darius, what you got?
Okay, I had, being a running back and everything like that, you're gonna study many. So the few that I did study honestly was I say first and foremost with Barry Sanders, second Ward Dunn, and third Reggie Bush. So pretty much my favorite players watching all the time. So Just like when you watching film, you see them men able to make some of the moves that they made, and Reggie Bush being a great route runner, and Warrick Dunn also being a great pass catch out the backfield, and just how Barry Sanders just finished runs, and just was an overall leader for his team with the Detroit Lions at the time. That was just awesome to see. So that's just why I kind of mimicked my game after those guys, just studying them.
And then who do you think had a big effect on you in your football career so far? A parent, teacher, coach, anything?
I'd say my pops and my mom. You know what I'm saying? My pops, at blue collar. My mom's blue collar as well. My mom, she cook out a food truck, and she pretty much used that to pretty much take care of the family and take care of home. And something she always believed in herself as far as like business and not. My dad pretty much did the same thing as far as like with driving trucks, recipes. So I just admire them, just that's why I always just been blue collar myself and just pushing forward and just being thankful for everything that I get the opportunity to have.
Now what's mom's cooking up? I'm a big man over here. I can eat. So I need to know what she's cooking up.
Hey, 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 man, them pictures speak louder than words. They say, but I ain't gonna lie. The burger plates, Philly plates, fries, Philly fries.
Oh, man.
Whatever you need, nachos.
Yeah.
She gonna keep it at home with it. Like she'll do a soul food classic. With the greens, the yams, the corn.
I just gained 5 pounds listening to you.
Hey, if I showed y'all the pictures, man, y'all be like, ain't no way, bro. My Dukes need to come out. Like,
I was gonna say, might have to pull up.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, though.
Nah, but we talked about a lot of the talent. Like both of you guys are extremely talented, and you guys went to some schools that aren't really talked about, maybe that you might see on ESPN or some of these top networks. And it's really unfortunate that we don't get to see all of the talent that play in college. And what do you guys think, if you had the opportunity to change that in terms of so more people could be able to see you guys or see some of these see some of these college players playing at maybe not some of these Power 5 schools? What is something that you possibly could be able to change if you had that opportunity, so those guys could get more spotlight, and so scouts could see them and also fans could see them, so eventually they could have the opportunity to play, either in the NFL or some of these other top leagues in football?
I would say just take a look at the stats. So the Super Bowl, there are more little school guys in the Super Bowl competing than there were FBS guys competing in the Super Bowl. So that's one fact. But then also, it's good talent everywhere. We have a lot of dudes up here from little schools as well, up here competing with the big guys, and they're getting their shot too as well. So I just say don't just be scared to take a shot at the little school guys. We all can ball for sure.
Yeah, I was just finna touch back. Same thing on what TJ said. I went to a small school myself, UT Martin D1AA OVC conference. It just goes to show you, talent is everywhere. And just being able to, go out there and do what you do. My coach always told me, he was like, go where you want. You know what I'm saying? It's sometimes not always about going to that Power 5 school, because had you went to the Alabamas or the Mississippi State or the Ole Miss, ain't no telling where you would have been on the depth chart, depending on the guy, that's coming in with stars and, a great resume with, great people behind his name. So I just was all about, just going somewhere and making a name for myself. And like I said, touching on it earlier, had I known, with the young mindset I had back in high school, when I did have that D1 opportunity with Alcorn and UCA, I more probably would have took advantage of those opportunities, because it's rare that guys get 4-year opportunities coming out of junior college. That's what had happened with me. I had two options, well, more than two options. I had probably like 7 or 8 options coming out of junior college as far as like that. So yeah, just take advantage of the opportunity, man. Especially if you got a great D1 school that's offering you an opportunity to come play for them right now. Go make a name for yourself.
Yeah, and I think one of the interesting things right now, and I'm never gonna sit here and lie, I didn't even know that you guys were in a bubble. So I just kind of wanted to know what your first impressions of the league are so far. Kind of what the bubble is like, because obviously we've talked about it with all these big leagues. The NBA went to a bubble, the NHL went to a bubble. What is it like for you guys? I mean, is it kind of a crazy experience, or is it just your everyday life?
The bubble is, you can't go nowhere. You about your business. You can't go and do the extracurricular activities and none of that, man. You just straight focus on the goal and what you got at hand. So that's kind of like what the bubble is about. A lot of rules. Not having the freedom, that you normally have. While in season, you still able to go out and party after a game. Like after the game, we came right back to the bubble, and did whatever we could in the bubble. But we got like curfew as well. So it's we up here for 3 months on a business trip. So that's kind of like what's going on.
Yeah, just to kind of like interact with what TJ just said. The bubble is what it is. Now I understand we can't go nowhere, can't do much, but I mean, there's plenty of perks to it. It keeps guys. Like I said, I got my plays and stuff right here. Got the handbook right here. You can always study some plays, draw up some plays. You can pretty much work out. Play a little Madden, get on Twitch and live stream just to build your platform.
Listen,
with the FCL.
you on Xbox?
Yo, Xbox or P4?
He on
Yeah,
Xbox.
Xbox.
I'm on Xbox.
Oh, you
man.
P4? Yeah,
I'm on Xbox.
Listen,
I'm on
okay.
PS4, man.
With Darius, I don't want to talk
we-
too hot right now, but a 1v1, I'm with it.
We can
What's
get
up?
it though. You the sister,
Yeah.
man.
Listen, it ain't no problem. I'll get the gamer tag. Listen, we got the group chat. I'll get the gamer tag right after the stream. Ain't no problem.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I've been getting kind of I've been getting beat by some of the guys in Madden though, but I feel like I'm feeling pretty good tonight though.
Already.
You gotta have that confidence, baby. I love it.
Exactly. Every day you get to, what I'm saying, like you get to, show yourself every day, man. You just gotta prove yourself every day. That's what Coach Jinx always tells us, what I'm saying? You have a good day this day, you gotta come prove yourself again this day. So let's get it.
Already.
On Saturday, both of you guys had a really good game. TJ, you had 2 touchdowns. You had a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. You're underdog, facts. And then Ladarius, you had a nice reception out the backfield from TJ. I was watching some of the highlights on Saturday. What were your thoughts on the game looking back after everything is over? And you guys got the W playing for the Beast, won 48-44. In a close game, the last few seconds of the game was everywhere, and it was close. But you guys, toughed it out and got that W. So both of you guys could talk about what were your thoughts about the game, looking back, and what are you looking forward to heading into this week on Saturday?
Well, let me go. Ladarius, he franchise tagged. If y'all don't know, man, he's got the franchise tag, so he won't be playing with Team Beast no more. He Team May, so. But this last Saturday, man, it was a great experience. Good. It was a great opportunity to get to play with Ladarius for the first time. We got to do our thing. Like I said, just great opportunity. Put some film up, like you said, 600K on the Twitch. Great platform. Just to show our ability, show our God-given talents, show that we still, can, do what we do. So, like I said, just a great opportunity. I wasn't able to get in the end zone like I wanted to, but we got this Saturday coming up, so just excited for another opportunity. That's for sure.
Yeah, so just to touch back on what TJ said, it's a great opportunity, what I'm saying, just to be able to play with TJ and play with Beast and get that W that we needed. I felt like that was big, as far as the conversation we're having now. So, it's just all about just going out there and being able to make plays. What I'm saying? TJ is a big playmaker. I'm a big playmaker. So that's what we're looking to do going forward into Saturday the best way we can. And now, like I always tell Coach, what I'm I'm saying? Making the play is, to me is, making that extra block for the QB. You know what I'm saying? A guy like TJ, so when he can get outside or use his feet or something like that, I'm more of a team guy. I can, I can feel like I can hurt you, whether I'm blocking or whether it's mental, whether it's me being physical or either just, running the route or either running the ball, or either catching the ball. So just being versatile, man. Opportunity to show that again Saturday.
Now, this might sound like a dumb question, and it probably is, but it's we obviously all love the highlight plays and things like that. Now, do you guys ever go out there and is it ever in the back of your head like, damn, I really want this highlight play right now, or are you just playing the game, doing what you're always trying to do? Because obviously, like we said, that final play of the game was literally everywhere. Is it ever in the back of your head like, ooh, if I make this play, then maybe more people will see me? Or are you just out there playing the game and whatever comes to you comes to you?
I'm out there just playing, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you looking for that play? You might get yourself might end up with an injury or something. So, just looking to go, take it one down at a time. Coach Jinx, like you said, like Ladarius said earlier, Coach Jinx preaches that take one play at a time, take one day at a time. So, we just looking to go out there, dominate. Whenever we get that opportunity. Today was able to get out there, run around a little bit because we didn't yesterday. So, felt good today. But like I said, just taking each opportunity that we get, not looking for the big play, because we got like Coach Jinx is about scoring the rock anyway, so we got a lot of deep shots in the play, but that's why we kind of throwing the ball a lot. That's Coach Jinx style. He won't throw the rock, so
you gotta love that, don't you?
Yeah, I know. Like me, man, I've shared the league, shared a season, a great season with a 1,800-yard running back, so. I enjoy having a great running back. That opens up, play action, so we can go deep. So now in my previous interview, I spoke on how I wanted the fans to call, run plays, check down and distance, play the game like you would as like you playing on Madden, like how our league is ran. So I'm looking forward to some more run plays.
Oh, God. Well, listen, I'm sorry if I ever call a play for you, then I only pass.
Hey, man, well, you my guy, too.
Listen, 4th and 20, my own 10-yard line, passing it. We don't even know what a punt is.
You my guy.
Hey, trying to get you numbers out here. I got it.
Yes, sir. But see, look, like that way we put Ladarius, he goes from super back to the W, so we still get to move him around.
Exactly.
And still get his stats, too, so, it ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's the exciting part about it, though. Being able to show the versatility and everything, and just showing how I can go from the running back position to the slot position, and being able to catch passes from guys like TJ and a couple other guys that be a part of the team. But yeah, it's just great, man. Great overall, just to be a part of it. Like TJ said, it is great to have a great running back in the backfield. I kind of look up to Marshall Faulk, how Marshall Faulk was good with the Rams at the time. How he came in and drew down plays and drew up everything that he needed and got his guys along that same, thing. That's how they pretty much built that dynasty that they did build with the Rams. So that's something great to look up to and just be appreciative of. Especially when you got it in you.
Already.
Another great back is Marshawn Lynch, and he's one of the owners of the Beast. Obviously, an NFL legend. Big time personality for his Super Bowl. Should have got the ball in that Super Bowl against New England. But
I was a big fan of the call, but
Yeah, I mean, as a Pats fan, but he definitely should have got that rock. He should have got that rock and made history. Did you guys get a chance to meet him? And if you did, what were some advice that he gave you guys going into this game, and also last game, and throughout the season, getting to that next level?
Beast mode beat down.
Already. You can go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But yeah, it was just Marshawn it's great to, just to have his personality around, because honestly, he gonna always be himself. That's the great thing about him. He gonna always be himself. Seeing him be himself, he gonna motivate you to be yourself. It just shows, even when he played the game of football, how raw he is, you know what I'm saying, as far as like his determination to get to the end zone, you know what I'm saying. Can't stop him, man, when he know what he trying to get, where he trying to go, So
I mean,
that's
he
the
used
big
to go
thing, man.
crazy.
He run with
Yeah,
Beast
attack
Quake,
though.
baby.
For
that
real.
was crazy.
I'm talking about, I used to watch, especially the run versus the Saints. I used to like
Oh,
watch that junk all the time. Like,
oh,
and to see how he broke 9 tackles, because I got a little something similar to it though. When I broke
Yeah,
one, I broke like 9. But
I checked
it's
that
different.
out.
It's different though. I was at the slot though at the time, so it's great, man. Just seeing somebody of that caliber being able to have some of the same abilities as you, and then him making it to where I'm trying to get to it, and also being a legend in it, and just seeing him right there in person, man, that was awesome. So
Yeah, touch on what Lil Darius said. I didn't really get to talk to him just because we was really all out there just focusing on getting that dub for him. So he's an owner, so he's a top, he's in the office, so that's not just Marshawn. That's like the president of your squad you playing on. So it was really more so a respect thing. I got a video of him walking past, but that was really it. I was really just trying to get that win for him. So they really chop it up with him, but it was a great opportunity, just to see him. Only time we see him is on TV, and then being able to be close to where I could touch him, that was a blessing. So, great experience. Try to get that franchise tag, man.
Now
that's a
I got a
fact.
very serious question right now. Very serious question for both
Yeah.
of you. Did he give you some Skittles?
Nah, he ain't had a skill. I ain't seen Skittles on
nah,
him.
he
No,
ain't get no
that's the
Skittles. He had supposed
that's
to
the
got
Marshawn.
those.
I
That's
ain't
like
seen no
that's
It's a
the
Skittles.
trademark. That's a
yeah,
trademark for
that's the
Marshawn right there.
trademark.
Come on,
Marshawn got to be
Marshall.
the Skittles
Beast
plug.
mode. Where was the
And he
Skittles,
had
man?
he had already ate them.
Before he got to the arena, he probably knocked him down. So
But I
Facts though.
just to have like a true question for you guys, and I don't know how much you pay attention to the media and things like that, because people love to talk. Obviously Manziel is in this league as well. Obviously a very well known name, and just listening to Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless on Undisputed, Shannon Sharp was kind of saying, why is Johnny playing in a league like this? It's beneath him or this that, and kind of talking down on the league itself. And obviously you guys are in it, so how does that, if anything, like affect you? Do you wish people would just give it a chance instead of just saying like this is some bush league, backyard football type of thing, which is somebody like him, and obviously an NFL legend, Hall of Famer, saying that is obviously talking down on a league that you guys are putting your all into, and you're going, you're trying your best at trying to get to that next level. Is how does that what does that do for you guys? Is it kind of annoying? Do you just not pay attention to it, or you just wish people would give it you guys more respect?
we really don't be phased by it, because regardless of what anybody say on the outside, we're gonna be here regardless. The LCF gonna be here regardless. Only thing that'll stop us probably is the corona. So we're not really worrying about the outside. We really just trying to like Ladare said and I said earlier, just trying to make the most of our opportunities. I know we got 600K watching on Twitch. I know that's somebody watching on there. So we're
That's a
not really
fact.
worrying about the negative. How we really just focusing on just giving the fans who are interested to watching the league, giving them the show, and trying to make sure that this league is able to be here, next year.
Right. And just to touch back on what TJ said and what I said earlier, like this league, I know for a fact it's a great league. For once, like I said, being able to take what mainly what NFL scouts want to see within guys as far as like inside run and 7-on-7. And a guy still being able to block, still being able to run routes, guys still be able to read coverages and be able to run options off of those routes. I mean, football is still the same, no matter what it
Exactly.
is. I think people just looking at the fact that it's not the NFL. So, and and that's cool and all, And honestly, I feel like this league, is kind of displaying the guys' character that are playing in the league, because we doing this making very little pay. You know what I'm saying? And then honestly, it ain't even about the money. You know what I'm saying? It's just about us just critiquing and trying to get to what we know. was working towards the first time. And thank God for our second chances and second opportunities, because that's what a lot of us, all of us have, include Johnny Manziel. So, I mean, what Shannon Sharpe said, just his opinion at this point, like TJ said earlier, it's not even important. It might be a negative to many, it might be a positive to many, some might understand, but like, he's just on the outside looking in. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what Johnny going through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm right now, by Johnny being in this league, I'm behind Johnny 100%. And I admire bro, and I always, I watched bro at Texas A&M, and watched his talent. I saw a little bit of the same talent when he performed versus the Zep, coming out on the first play on the run. I respected him.
that was
and
big
also
time play right there. He could have really
facts.
scored that, man. He really just got
Exactly.
down
You
because
know
he
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
trying to take no hit, but he could have really scored that play.
Exactly. And then for guys like TJ, QB, and a couple other QBs here, that's motivation for him. You know what I'm saying? Just to see him in person, being the person that he is, I feel like that is motivation for them. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep going. The fact that he's still here right now, still pursuing.
Yeah. And Johnny not even looking to do football after this. He's already said it. If you check out his interviews, he's not looking to go to do anything else after this. What he came here to do is to help us with the publicity. Get us some more hype, some more acknowledgement. With the league. So and as you can see, he's doing a good job. Made Sports Center. The first week. So Johnny is really not here. You heard him on the interview what he said. So he's here. He's here having a good time, man. He's not really worrying about what the critics are saying. He's really here having a good time.
Well, listen, I'll say this: if you ever run into Johnny, we're available readily.
Oh, yeah. No, he up in here in the bubble, for sure in the bubble.
You could tell him he had a nice little time with us. Nice little interview. It's all right.
Already, we got you.
Say less.
Got you.
Say less. We can definitely put in that word.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all for real. The draft is tomorrow. And if you guys anybody that's watching, want to draft, that's fcf.io, where the fans get an opportunity to draft the players on a specific team. So just wanted to, I think Darius, you already said you're in the franchise tag.
Yes, sir.
So you're already good.
Yeah.
For TJ,
in there.
For TJ, facts. Congrats on that. For TJ, can you let the fans know, why they should draft you for next week's game? Like I said, you had a really good game on Saturday. So why should they draft you tomorrow?
Yeah, talk yourself up right now, TJ. This is your time,
I don't
baby.
really gotta talk, man. I just film does my talking, numbers does my talking. I only had 3 possessions last game, the least amount by any quarterback. I had 3 touchdowns. I scored on each possession, but that was light. Man,
too easy.
I'm dominant, man. I'm what you want to see on the field, but in real life, though, like, man, I can make any pass you want to see. But I like you guys seen at the previous game, I can use my feet as well. But looking to do more with my arm this upcoming week. You can check out my Instagram RE4L__. That's on all social media platforms. You can see how I'm throwing for this week. I posted that on my Instagram story. Just to see, what's going on. But man, I'm confident in my game, and I'm gonna be ready to perform, at a high level come Saturday.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Bro, I here get this done. Listen, if I had the ability to call every play, I'll call a pass for you, bro. I got you.
Already, I appreciate that.
I don't know if you guys are giving out awards at the end of the season. I'm trying to get you some MVP.
Sir, that MVP, both offensive player of the year.
Yes, sir.
Man. They hyping up everybody else, man.
Trying to tell you.
Like I ain't here, man, but I'm right here, man. I'm looking to dominate again week 2. So you guys gonna see me, number 12, TJ Edwards. Go ahead and cue me in. Look for me. Real talk.
Well, listen, I'll tell you one thing. If nothing else comes from it, you both certainly got a fan in me, because this was definitely a lot of fun, to say the least. Getting to know you guys. So it's just fun. It really is. So you guys got a fan. Don't worry.
Yeah. It's good to meet y'all. It's good to meet y'all. You know,
Like,
locking y'all in on the social
Nice to
media.
meet you
man.
guys too, man.
For sure, man. Best of luck to you guys, for real, man. See y'all doing y'all thing. Like I said, FCF is a great platform for you guys to, get yourself out there, make an opportunity for yourself, and happy for you guys, man. So just keep doing your thing, man.
Appreciate it.
Luck.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All the luck to you guys
Yes,
in the
sir.
future
Appreciate
for
y'all,
sure.
man.
Appreciate you guys coming on. Absolutely keep in touch.
Saturday it goes down, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We tuning in. We gotta get more than 600K
sir.
on Twitch this time.
Yeah,
That's right.
most
Saturday.
definitely. Most definitely.
Oh yeah, it's definitely on the way this Saturday. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit.
I'm gonna see Ladarius. Listen, I'm gonna see
For
Ladarius
real, it's
TJ
gonna
on
be
ESPN
lit.
Top 10. I'm gonna be like, hey, I know them. I know
Yeah.
them.
It's going
Facts.
down, man. It's going down. Look for it, man.
Wide open.
Yes, sir. We gotta
Yes,
get you
sir.
guys some hard count merch. I got you. I'll send you some.
Hey, yeah. We can send you the address in the DMs right now, man.
Hell yeah. Let me know, bro. I'll send you guys some shirts, a nice little sticker. I got you. Don't
I'm
worry.
gonna wear that on game day one day. Promote that. We gotta come down. We come down
Appreciate
on the ramp. Make sure we put that
Yes,
on for you
sir.
guys.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Absolute legends. Absolute legends. Well, thank you guys for coming on with us. Obviously, we're gonna stick around for everybody watching us right now. We'll let you guys go get your rest, study up, or whatever you guys want to do. But seriously, appreciate it. You guys are definitely always welcome on this show, to say the least. So
Appreciate that, man.
All
Yes,
right, man.
sir.
Get up with y'all.
All right, guys. All right, guys. If you want to find TJ and Ladarius on Twitter, you can find Ladarius at _Galloway7 and TJ Edwards II at real4L RE4L __. Great guys, man.
yeah, that was a lot of fun, bro. Especially from a brand new league like that. Something that a lot of people don't know a lot about, and like I said, I'm never gonna sit up here and lie. I didn't know too much about before I found out that these guys were coming on the show. Did a little research on it, and it's fun, man. I mean, I'll tell you this: you put football on in front of any American, we're basically gonna watch it. So, like I said, they definitely got a fan in the both of us. So I'm hoping for the best for them and for the league, bro. Like I said, you can put football on any time of the year. I'm watching it.
And for Shannon talking crazy, for a guy, for Shannon's story, coming from 7th round draft pick, to kind of look down on people trying to get their opportunity, trying to get in the league, man. It's sad, bro. But appreciate you, Alex. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate that.
So here's the thing, though, too, that like with Shannon, and in a way, I almost. I first listened to it, and he was talking down on Manziel, and I kind of saw where he was coming from, because we obviously all saw the talent at A&M.
Yeah.
He kind of messed around in the NFL, did everything like that, but bro, to talk down on it for the people like TJ, for the people like Ladarius who haven't had that Texas A&M experience, things like that, bro, they're putting in all they can. They're trying their hardest,
Exactly.
to make it to the NFL, just like you did, Shannon. The talking down on it, I don't know. I just don't rock with me. Like everybody's got to start somewhere. Listen, me and you are doing this show right now. We got, we get a few views here and there. We're happy with it. Obviously, one of these days we're trying to, make a living off this and blow up. So, everybody's trying to start somewhere, bro. So definitely, like I said, respect them. Get them some merch. But like I said, they definitely got a fan in me, and I know they probably got a fan in you as well.
Definitely. All right, so let's transition to the NFL second half of the episode. Last week we had Sam, Nick, EJ on. We broke down and recapped the Super Bowl, the Bucs getting that championship. TB getting number 7. Let me ask you, did the Bucs did the Bucs get in that Super Bowl? Did it teach you anything? Did you learn anything from that game, or maybe just the playoffs in general?
I think it really teaches you the I'm trying to think of the right word here. How key speed is almost. You look at the Bucs team. Their defense is fast as hell. You got Bear coming off the edge. JPP played well. Devin White might be one of the fastest linebackers in the league, bro. That man plays sideline to sideline like nobody else.
Different breed,
so
bro.
I really think it just teaches you how important speed is. I mean, I know we all look at it, and you can even look at the Chiefs. They made the Super Bowl as well. Obviously, they didn't win. Tyreek is probably the fastest, wide receiver in the league. Hardman is a lightning bolt as well. Like, they got fast players around, like, and it's something that me and you can, not relate to because we were Patriot fans and we got no speed. We got turtles on. We got turtles at wide receiver. So I think it just shows you, how important speed is. I think, and I also think, not to get into Brady too much because I know, everybody has already talked about him, but just like what a winning culture can do. Tampa Bay was always looked at, kind of losers, this, that, and third. Jameis 30-30, all this, the jokes about him, and then Brady comes over with the winning culture, the winning attitude, that mentality of go out and get it, and they're Super Bowl champions. Like, I think that's what it really teaches you. It's just like, if you cut down on the mistakes, listen, they went 7-9 last year. Like, I feel like people kind of forget that they were like 1-15 or something. Like, they were 7-9. If Jameis doesn't have like a combined 40 turnovers, they're in the playoffs.
Yep.
But it just doesn't happen because Jameis played so bad. So, just that winning mentality, and it's the details too. I think that's what it really teaches you, how important those little details are, bro. Like, just don't turn the ball over, take the sack, throw the ball away. They went from the most penalized team in the league last year to not being penalized as much this year. Like, it's just all those little details, but they add up to something so great, and now they're Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, two things for me. First, trenches matter. At the end of the day, they had Chiefs had a great offense, but the offensive line was depleted. And Bucks defense, they got some dogs over there, man. That defensive line, that's probably one of the most talented D lines I've seen in a while. You look at Vita, Ndamukong Suh, probably a Hall of Famer. If you look at his career, what he's done in Detroit, some other places, went to the Super Bowl when he was on the Rams alongside Aaron Donald. JPP, Shaq Barrett have always been elite pass rushers. So, they brought it home for real. And the trenches, that's what's going to matter. A lot. We talk about the flashy plays. We talk about the flashy players, the guys that get up and down the field. But at the end of the day, if you don't have those guys up front, none of that matters. And they got to work as a team on both ends. And that D-line really brought it home for Tampa Bay. You got to give them credit. And like you said, those linebackers, Levante David, Devin White, we talked about, can other teams copy this scheme? It's going to be tough to do because no team has Devin White and Levante
Devin
David.
White's not coming out of the draft every year.
Exactly. So you got to just, I would say before anything, definitely get that D-line intact first and then try to set up some other schemes. But Kansas City, they'll be all right going forward. They still have some talent. They got some things to work on though, but they'll be good. And then second for me is pocket passing still matters. The NFL, the media, what they try to do is they try to tell us, oh, it's the era of the mobile QBs, and in a sense I agree. But at the end of the day, most of these mobile quarterbacks would rather stay in the pocket, be protected, throw the ball down the field. So you see a guy like Brady, obviously not the most mobile guy in terms of running down the field, but he's very mobile inside the pocket. He has an ability to evade these 350-pound D linemen coming at his neck and still be able to throw the ball down the field. So, his pocket presence is always going to matter. A lot of people under that Tampa Bay offensive line, extremely underrated. Tristan Wirfs, we talked about him last week, and a dominant rookie season he had. Ali Marpet, another top guy that was drafted a couple years ago. So, pocket passing still matters. I know everybody wants to talk about the RPOs and things like that, but at the end of the day, you still got to have a guy in the pocket to make these throws. And if not, then that's what we're seeing Russell Wilson right now talk about how he's being hit a lot. And a lot of that is, depleted offensive line. And it also, sometimes his mobility kind of gets him in trouble sometimes. What is that? Because the line breaks down, he's just trying to make a play. Is that play calling? I think it's a multitude of a lot of things, but these guys want to win in the pocket. Deshaun Watson wins in the pocket. Lamar Jackson, I think if they get a number one guy on the outside, maybe we could see him play well in the pocket as well. Josh Allen, big guy, mobile guy, can run, but definitely would rather pass the ball and down the field in the pocket with a protected O-line. So that's what I see. That's what I learned in this game, man. Like you said, Brady's winning mindset is unmatched. So I see people trying to already discredit him and talk about, athlete or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, if you out there putting the pads on, you getting hit.
Exactly.
Your opportunity to get hit is very likely. Anything can happen. Anything can happen out there in that field. So, like I said, he's mobile inside that pocket. If you watch the games, you watch how he plays, his ability to evade these guys at 43. Come on, man. So, I just know that's the media trying to find something to talk about because it's a slow season. But I mean, Brady stood a guy. So yeah, that's what I learned from last week.
The thing, I know this isn't, next on the list, but we're already on the Bucks. So, just you kind of stick with them. AP says now he wants to play with the Bucks. And, I kind of look at this as the Brady effect. That's what I really think it is. And, if you obviously you're big into the NBA as well. It's the same thing as the LeBron effect. Everybody wants to go and play, with people like that. And that's what I look at it as. Me and Josh had a fun little conversation yesterday. If everybody was in their prime, could you imagine how good, this offense would be? Brady and, 07 Brady, you could pick MVP, Adrian Peterson, prime Gronk if he comes back. It'd be fun. But, like I said, I don't know how you look at it, but I think AP, wanting to go to the Bucks is the Brady effect. We saw James Harrison a few years ago when he got cut by the Steelers, came over to the Patriots because he basically said, I wanted to win a ring. They didn't end up winning it that year, but they sure came close. Could
have used him, had 0 pass rush, got Nick Foles in the pocket.
Well, I'm still blaming Malcolm. I still blame Bill and Malcolm, bro. How you better just sit your best corner? Lost me. They lost me there, coach. But, bro, I'll direct a 30 for 30 right now. I got a camera right over there. It ain't no problem. I'll do interviews right now. But that's what I look at it as. I think you'll see more of it too. As veteran players get cut, they'll be like, I secured my $150 million over my career. Let me try to get this ring while I'm at it. So let's go to the Bucks. And that's what I think it is. I don't know if you disagree.
Yeah, 100% agree. I mean, when he said it, I was like, why not? I mean, obviously we don't know what's going to happen with Leonard Fournette. Obviously should get that bag for sure. He completely flipped the narrative of his career just through one season. Everything that was
playoff Lenny.
Yeah, playoff Lenny. Yeah, got a nickname now. So champion. When you're a champion, just everything just heightens in terms of value and status. So he should. I don't know the Bucks. Like I said, like we talked about last week. They have about 40 to 50 million cap. How they're going to be able to keep all those guys? Was Jason Light guy has to be some type of magician, but they're able to do it. Salute to them for sure. But if they aren't able to keep Fournette, use a guy like AP all day. I mean, obviously he's not an every down back like he used to be. You still got Ronald Jones there. He could be a situational down back in the red zone. Those third and short yards where he can still fall forward and get you some yards, and potentially if you sleep on him and your angles are poor, he can still break free. So I think it's a great fit for him. Obviously, Bill, but Brady going to Tampa Bay. Obviously, it's other players, veterans. They see the green light, especially after this year and them getting a bowl. And especially Brady passing it and giving it to those guys that he brought in as well. And all of those guys were the factors in the game on offense. So, and that's the thing about Brady, man. He doesn't just give the ball to one guy. He gets it to anybody that's open. People call him check him down, Charlie, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, if it wins you
Super Bowl champion,
if it wins you the game, then so be it. I mean, Mahomes could have probably. I think Mahomes is going to learn from. He should probably check it down.
He should have. Listen, I still.
When you playing zone like that, there's opportunities there with that speed. Like I said, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. I think looking at that film, like I said, they never adjusted. So
never
checking it down is nothing wrong with that. And obviously checking it down, what it can do is bring those linebackers down. It's going to give more opportunities for Kelsey in the seams, and then ultimately Tyreek or McCall Hardman, for the big play.
Listen, I think we all agree that the offensive line was the first problem. I don't care what anybody says. They didn't adjust a damn thing in that game. They didn't try to check it down. Where were all the motions, the end arounds, everything? Like they just disappeared. And don't get me wrong, like I said, line first, but you got to make some type of adjustment.
Yeah, I think they just saw that first half of the week 12 and was like, we could do that again. And nah. Nah.
But
All right. Yeah, so another big time player, Hall of Famer, J.J. Watt, asked for his release on Friday from the Texans organization. Released a video on Twitter talking about thanking Houston for everything. He's done a lot for the city of Houston. On the field, obviously, speaks for itself. 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, over 100 sacks, 8-time Pro Bowler, 5-time All Pro, and then what he did for the people during that hurricane back in 2017, raising so much money, and winning Walter Payton Man of the Year as well. So he's a legend. He's a legend there. But it just also speaks to the transition that the Texans are going in as an organization. So what are your thoughts on the release, and what do you think of some possible teams that you can see J.J. Watt on next season?
yeah, I think it's just what the Texans are going through right now, where they're kind of turning into the cesspool of the NFL. I go back to the last week of the season where, that mic'd up moment caught JJ walking off with the show. And he's like, I'm sorry, bro. We wasted a year of your career. And I mean, you hate to say it, but he was right. I mean, they really did waste a year of Deshaun's career. They gave him no talent. His offensive line is terrible. The team is just bad. And I mean, JJ is in the later part of his career. I doubt he wants to go through another rebuild. Like, I mean, how many times has he had to go through while he's been on the Texans already? So, like I said, he's got his bag. He's set up for life. His kids are probably set up for life. So now you go and you play somewhere where you think you compete for a championship. And, some of the teams that, I think the obvious landing spot that everybody's looking at is the Steelers, because he can go play with his brothers. I would like that only because I would think it's just cool. I really do. Like 3 brothers on one team. I think that's cool. So I wouldn't mind that. But, it wasn't even a team that I thought of. But Josh brought it up yesterday on Generational Sports. Bro, you put him on the Browns, we got a little bit of a problem. Like, don't get me wrong. J.J. Watt is not the same, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. The man still got talent, bro. He's still strong as hell. He's still got, oven mitt hands. So he can still go up there and bat the ball down. You put him on the opposite side of Myles Garrett, I don't think JJ's ever played with somebody as talented as Garrett.
It was supposed to be Clowney, but
I was just about to say it was supposed to be Clowney, but I think he worked out, maybe like the last year he was there, but JJ was going through injuries at that time, so we never really got to see the full effectiveness of it, basically. So you put him opposite Myles Garrett, you got some people up front on that D-line as well. And you all of a sudden can make the Browns defense look a lot better, because we said this last week as well. A great pass rush can make up for a lot of things in life. So J.J. Watt one side, Myles Garrett the other side, get maybe some help up the middle at defensive tackle, another linebacker here or there, and you're looking at a problem.
I heard the Titans are also interested as well. GM came out and said, we're looking at them. Browns, Titans, those are good spots. I mean, yeah, I like the Steelers. Obviously, that's a great story. All 3 brothers playing for one team, and then you got T.J. Watt, obviously being one of the best pass rushers in the NFL now, best linebackers. So I think that'd be a good spot. Hey, listen, like I said, Tampa Bay, Kansas City. Could pair him up in KC. Could pair him up with Chris Jones and Frank Clark to go get after the quarterback. If they're not able to keep JPP, or something happens with, Sue, if they don't keep Sue, or Sue decides to, retire or something like that, you can have him in there. He can play that 3 technique, dominating guards, still a beast. You can have him on the end. He had an interception against the Lions this year. And he's still dominant. I mean, like you said, on those pass deflections, I mean, that's his trademark, getting the deflections, catching it off catching picks, to be focused like that. We never really saw any defensive lineman do that before J.J. Watt. So,
our boy Vince Wilfork got a couple though.
Vince Wilfork, yeah, he got a couple. He got a couple on the tackle too, on defensive tackle, which is crazy.
God, I miss Vince.
I remember that game against the Raiders. Yeah, that was wild. But yeah, JJ, I feel like he's still a beast. Got a lot left in the tank. I think he played all 16 this year, so that's good from teams looking at that, because past few seasons he had some durability issues trying to stay healthy with his leg and the back. So I think he could go to any one of those teams that you talked about. I think like I said, the Bucks, KC. I think he's going to be fine either way. I think he should definitely try to get that championship.
And I mentioned this yesterday as well, and I feel dumb for it. I forgot how good JJ was, bro. Like, he got he got released, and I remember prime JJ Watt, obviously. And then, it's recency bias, so you kind of forget it because he's had the durability issues, like you said.
Mhm.
I was looking at the numbers when he got released, bro, like the 3-time defensive player of the year, like, because everybody's so in love with Darnold right now.
Yeah, he was doing what Donald was doing.
He was this man was an animal.
Yeah.
And, not to, brag too much because, we're Patriot fans, but I feel like we never got to see it because whenever he played the Patriots, even his prime years, we were triple covering him right there.
Yeah,
They doubled him at the line. They doubled him at the line and chipped him with the running back. So we never really got to see it against those games. But, bro, JJ was a problem back in the day.
For sure.
But we're moving on to Matt Stafford. When he asked for the trade and everything like that, he basically said, I asked to go to a team that was ready for a championship. And, we've touched on this not we, because we didn't have the show before, but Christian and Alex touched on this on previous episodes and things like that. Actually, I think one of the episodes I was on, we talked about it as well. Do you think Stafford's a missing piece to a Rams championship?
I think he's an important piece. He's an important piece. Obviously, I feel like that still remains to be seen because, again, was it Detroit? I think it was a little bit of him as well in terms of the playoff success. But obviously, I respect him for accepting the challenge. A lot of people could have just went to a bad team or another bad team or just not go to a team that is a borderline contender. But the Rams are definitely right there. I mean, they needed somebody that could push the ball down the field. Needed a guy that could complement the creativity of Sean McVay in that offense. So, and they have some pretty good running backs in Henderson and Cam Akers. So they can run the ball, set up some play action. Got some solid weapons in Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. So I like the fit for him. Obviously, he has to stay healthy. You talked about some of those injuries that he played through. Hopefully, with the Rams offensive line, Andrew Whitworth's getting up there in age, but still very productive at left tackle. They can protect him, keep him upright. He can stay a little bit healthy. He doesn't have to maybe run as much, take some of those shots because he used to take some shots over there in Detroit. So I think he's a very important piece. Defense still has to hold it down. Donald and Ramsey on that end. But if he should definitely be in that MVP conversation if he continues to play well. That division is there for the taking. For sure. I mean, they got into the playoffs with Goff playing, subpar, playing pretty average. So Russell Wilson, I'm not really buying too much into some of the stories. I think they're just trying to, fill up a news cycle in terms of that. I think he'll stay in Seattle. But the Cardinals, they have a lot of potential. Early in the season, they looked like, okay, they could hit the ground running, and then they kind of took a step back when they played some pretty solid teams. So that remains to be seen with them. 49ers, Garoppolo, injuries, what's going to happen. He might be on the move. So they have some questions at quarterback. So I feel like they have the second best quarterback in the division and the best defense in the division. So, if everything clicks, if those guys could stay healthy, they have a shot, definitely being one of those top NFC contenders, and trying to get in the bowl, and they could play in their stadium next year at SoFi.
I think it's simple for me. I really do because, I said that Matthew Stafford's better than Jared Goff, and they made it to a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. So,
yeah, exactly.
You do a little simple math here. By my calculations, I guess that means that Stafford could be a missing piece to a championship run. Listen, I can see it. Like you said, they have a lot. They really do have a lot of talent now. I don't know how they're paying off the NFL to look the other way on their salary cap, because I feel like there's no way they should be able to afford all these people. They got Kupp, like you said. They got Woods. Their defense is stacked. They got Donald, Ramsey, obviously.
Extended. They got Ramsey extended.
Bro, I don't know who they're paying off in the NFL office, but I'm gonna need you to come to the Patriots too, so we can sign everybody and be good again.
Kroenke has a lot of money, man.
But hey, listen, football's still that salary cap sport, so they got to be paying somebody off to lift the cap a little bit on them. But yeah, I think, like I said, I think it's just simple. I think Stafford's better than Goff, and he's taking his place, and they didn't lose anything. They just lost draft, or if I could speak, they just lost draft picks. So, I obviously think that makes them Super Bowl contenders, and why not? Do I think that they have the best chance? I don't know. I'd probably still put the Packers above them, even though they always seem to lose in the championship game. If the Bucks, bring some people back, I refuse to bet against Brady. And listen, the Seahawks are still going to be tough, especially if Russell's kind of saying, listen, if you don't protect me, I'm out of here. So that means this draft, they might strictly just go offensive lineman, which I wouldn't blame them about. DK coming into his third year, Lockett's still there. Maybe if they get a running back that could ever stay healthy for an entire season, that'd be wonderful. But listen, the Rams have a good chance as anybody. The NFC is kind of that up and down division that I can listen, going into the playoffs every week, on Generational Sports, me and Josh would talk about it. Which team do you believe in the most? I never had an answer. I didn't know who to believe in last year. I mean, the Bucs ended up coming out on top, and I think towards the end of the year I was picking them just because I'm a Brady fan and I want him to win another one. But if you were forcing me to make a pick, I would have been dead because I had no idea. 1 week it was the Packers, and I was like, oh no, the Saints are pretty good, and then never mind, the Bucs are looking real good this week. So that's the whole conference is kind of up in the air. I think everybody can agree the AFC is coming down to like the Chiefs. The Bills are on the way up, the Ravens, but other than that, you don't really have competition. In the NFC, it's Packers. The Saints are probably going to be out of it now because I don't think we believe in Taysom Hill, at least. The Bucs, you got obviously the Rams, the Seahawks. If the Cardinals improve defense, I mean, it's a mess. So, and it's a good mess though. It makes it fun. I'll say that. So, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. NFL also, I don't know if you checked it out, they dropped a little 20-minute video of their top 100 plays of the season. Did you have what are your top 5 plays from this season? A lot of plays went down. What are some of yours, some of your favorites?
Listen, you got to give credit to DK for tracking that man down. Have to.
Of course. It's crazy, bro.
Bro, listen, I was paying attention to that game very closely because I might have had a little, money on it, and it ended up screwing me over out of my parlay. But I still can't believe that play. I think Godwin's catch in the championship game, that was super impressive.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure Lamar broke some ankles this year, but there's always some plays. But there's almost too many to try and decipher through. I'm gonna have to sit down and watch the video because that's the thing off the top of my head. I can't think of all of them, but I know the Hail Mary or the Hail Murray as they're calling it.
Definitely.
That's unbelievable. But there's definitely some crazy plays in the NFL going on every week.
Yeah, I got two plays that you said definitely in my top 5. Obviously, the one to D-Hop to end the game against Buffalo. That was insane. Rolling to your left, that was wild. And then D-Hop, just mossing 3 people. That was crazy. One of Darius Leonard getting that fumble on Chris Coute, right before he got into the end zone.
Yes,
that was wild. I mean, and I was watching his highlights a couple of days ago. He's been doing that since his rookie year. That's a lot of focus, bro. Before the guy gets to the ground, just punch the ball out.
Leonard is
that's tough, man. And I feel like he's extremely underrated. He doesn't get the credit. Talk about Devin White. Obviously, Devin White deserves it, but he's a dog too.
Darius Leonard's top 5 in my opinion.
Oh,
you ask me
for sure, without a doubt. Got the flea flicker Browns against the Cowboys. Baker pitched it to Chubb, and then Chubb pitched it to Jarvis Landry, and Jarvis Landry threw it to Odell. Crazy.
Yes, I do remember that now as well.
Yeah, and then last one for me is Chase Young getting the fumble recovery, running it with one hand to the touchdown against I think I'm going to say the 49ers. So that one was crazy. So he had some other plays where he cracked Burrow before scoring the end zone.
I feel so bad for that man, bro.
Yeah, they got to protect that man too.
That man went from LSU glory days to the Bengals.
They got to get that man a O-line for sure.
There was another play. There was a fumble. There was an interception. I don't know. I literally just can't. I didn't remember who it was, but I know if I go back and watch it, I'll remember where they tipped it up into the air, and then he caught it on his butt or something like that, bro. I don't even know how you do that. I couldn't catch an interception if you threw the ball to me. Nonetheless, laying on my stomach. So the NFL got there's they're athletes, bro. They're just different breed. They really are. It's incredible what they can do.
Yeah, man. I'm happy. I'm just happy we got through the season, man. So many people.
I doubted it. I really
be a
did.
bubble. The season's not gonna last. It's not gonna be 16 weeks. It's like the NFL needs a bubble, even though it's 50-man roster and you can't. There's only but so many.
You would have had to put like 4 people in a room.
Yeah, bro, like that.
Would have them sleeping on cots.
Everybody was going crazy. I mean, the NFL they did a great job. They did a great job of handling that, man, for sure. I mean, Goodell. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Goodell, obviously for certain New England reasons.
Yes, sir.
But him and the owners, they did their thing in making sure. And you got to give credit to DeMaurice Smith as well, players at NFLPA, going hand in hand and making sure these. They had some bumps in the road, but they held it down for the course of the season. Super Bowl successful. So we'll see what happens next year.
Yes, sir. But listen, that's all the topics we got for today. We'll wrap it up there. Of course, before we do, though, you got to thank the sponsors one more time. So if you're into the gambling world, make sure you go over to mybookie.ag and use code USN100 to double your first deposit up to $1,000. Like I said, we got sports in full effect right now. We got, NHL, NBA, baseball. Thank you. It's coming back in 40 days. I cannot wait. NASCAR is going on. If you want to bet on that, you can probably bet on. Listen, if it's a sport, you can probably bet on it in MyBookie. So make sure you go check it out. Check out Corey, Alex, Josh, always doing player props and things of that nature. So make sure you go check them out as well on Twitter. Then head over to RX Hemp. RX Hemp-USN saves you 10% on your entire order. They got the CBD creams, make you feel brand new in the morning. I might have to put on a little bit on because, listen, I might lay in bed all day, but I still get sore from it, okay? So head on over there. Then Teespring/store/Unwrap. Check out the Unwrap store. We got everything you want, sweatshirts, shirts. I got a sticker over there. I got a poster over here. So we got things that you want. Make sure you check out, each individual show as well. I'll try to go through all of them. I did this yesterday, and I think I got all of them. So we got business casual basketball. We got keep it in blunt, backstop banter, generational sports, the hard count, ladies first, count the bucket, Saturday standouts. I don't think I forgot anybody. If I did, I didn't mean to. Oh, the People's XFL.
People's XFL, facts. Moose and Garrett, facts.
That might be it. I think I did a great job either way. So make sure you go check out all of our merch. Definitely put a little money in our pocket. We appreciate anything that we get because we're doing this to just support the people out here. So if you want to support us back, feel free. And speaking of that support, we're available on Patreon. So $1, you're just supporting the fam, showing us that you love what we do. $5, you got entered into an Amazon gift card giveaway, 10% off the store, and you got access to our Discord chat. If you're basically like a member of the Unwrap It and get to talk with all of us. We talk about everything, of course, that we talk about on the shows. If you just want a 24/7 sports hub, we got you. And then $10, you get everything I just said, except the 10% discount goes to $20. And you get entered into a Keenan Allen signed jersey giveaway. We posted it on our Twitter. It's beautiful. Listen, I'm in the network. I'm in the Discord. I don't got to subscribe to anything. I'm still going to do it because that jersey, top notch. It's beautiful. I'm not even going to lie to you. Listen, CJ, I don't know about you. There's never been a jersey better than the Powder Blues.
Nah, yeah, it's clean. Those Powder Blues are very clean. I'm glad they brought those back. For sure.
Best thing that the NFL's ever done. But CJ, what you got for the people before we head on out?
Garter Podcast. You can follow me there on Instagram at GarterPod. Twitter handle is right there, CJ_James9. Also like to thank Ladarius and TJ again for coming on and talking about the FCF. Again, you could find those games on Twitch every Saturday. And check those guys out. Make sure you draft those guys on Wednesday. Tomorrow as well. So, and Twitch, CJ versus the World. Might stream some Madden, some 2K. Check me out.
Yes, sir. As for me, obviously hard count every Tuesday, 10 Eastern. Like CJ said, shout out the guys for coming on today. It was a lot of fun. Just learning about the league, learning about their journey to that. So a lot of fun. Hope to have them back on one of these days. Monday, I got Generational Sports with me and Josh. Talk about everything, basketball, football. We were supposed to have Trey Lingo on yesterday. He had some plans come up, couldn't get it. So we're going to reschedule it. Hopefully, we'll have Trey on. I still got faith. I'm keeping faith in the process. So make sure you're on the lookout. Exactly. Make sure you're on the lookout for that one. And then Backstop Banter I have as well Thursday, covering all things baseball. Me and Michael Lawson. I think we're going to have Josh on this week. Give him a little baseball crash course. My man's not into baseball too much. We're going to get him there. We're going to get him there, though. So make sure you check that out.
This guy Connie's like the Stephen A. of USN, bro. Got First Take, Stephen A.'s World. This guy got the 6 p.m. clock on ESPN. This guy's doing it all, man. Check this guy out.
Listen, CJ, I appreciate it. I'm trying to put in some work right here, bro. This is my plan A, B, and C, to say the least. I don't really got a backup plan if all this don't work out. So I'm trying to give it my all. I'm lucky to be joined by some great co-hosts, CJ, Josh, Michael. You all make me look better than I probably am. So make sure you check out those shows. Twitch is Anthony_Conover as well. We're live streaming this actually on there as well. So make sure you go check that out. Twitter is Anthony_Conover. And then if you want to follow the other pod, Gen Z Sports, make sure you check that out as well. But that is it for me. CJ, of course, thank you for joining me. We will be back next week, as I said. And, one more time, shout out the guys for coming on, TJ, Ladarius. It was fun as hell. So I'll see you guys next week.